I used to work an office job. It literally felt like jail sometimes. I was more than capable of doing the work. But did I want to do the work? No, I didn't. I quit my 9 to 5 to focus on my cake business full time, so let's chat about it while I decorate this pretty cake. This is what we're gonna be working with today, and I'm honestly just gonna do any design wherever my creativity takes me. Or should I have an inspo photo? Maybe I should. I'll look for one right now on Pinterest, but let's get into it, you guys. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this right here is the piping style that I'm gonna go for. This is something that I typically don't go for, but I'm gonna see if I can do something similar. So a lot of people don't actually know this about me, but I used to work an office job, a full-on 9 to 5 office job where I was essentially a secretary for a demolition company. And I mean, it was a pretty easy job, wasn't anything crazy, but I hated it. I just hated the concept of having to sit in an office for literally 8 hours out of my day, plus the commute. I live in the Valley and this job was in Pasadena, if you're from LA, just so you have an idea. So I would drive every morning for about 45 minutes to get to work. And then in the evening, traffic was just as bad, so I'd drive another 40 minutes to an hour to get back home. And it felt like I had no life outside of work sometimes because it just took up so much of my time. I'm gonna redo a new layer of icing because when I was looking for inspo, it kind of sat for too long, so the icing hardened up. So I'm struggling to get a smooth layer. But anyway, honestly, some days at that job felt like torture, just like having to sit there and wait for the clock to hit freaking 6 p.m. so that I can leave and go home and be free. Like, it literally felt like jail sometimes. It was so not my vibe. It wasn't even a matter of like whether or not I could do the work. I was more than capable of doing the work. But did I want to do the work? No, I didn't. It was boring. I didn't care about it. I had no passion for it. So like, why would I want to be doing this, you know? I feel like in those types of environments, it's so easy to run into people who are like miserable with their own lives. So that energy just kind of like affects you too. I'm convinced that no one at that job actually liked their job because it wasn't fun. Like, it was an amazing opportunity and I'm grateful that I was able to have it, especially at such a young age, but it definitely had its cons. Very high cons. Very big cons, if you will. I honestly didn't realize how hard it would be to film like this while I decorate a cake. I'm just decorating this cake for fun. Like, no one's actually gonna eat this. This is some buttercream that I had sitting in my fridge for a little bit too long, so I thought I'd make good use of it and just decorate a cute little cake. So when I had this job, I pretty much wasn't focusing on my business at all. It was like a side thing for me because I also was in college. I was attending UCLA and doing school, so like my business was full on just a side thing. I think at the time I wasn't even making cakes, or maybe I was just starting to. Honestly, I suck at timelines, but I know for a fact that it was not a full-time thing at all, and because of my full-time job and school, I was honestly neglecting my business. I was barely taking orders and I just didn't have time for it to prioritize it, so it was just every now and then whenever I had time, you know? And working at this job made me realize, dude, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. Like, I cannot picture my life being this way, not even for the next year. Like, this is just something that I don't want to do. I'm actually miserable. I would have to get up and stretch like at least 10 times per day because I just hated sitting down for so long. I needed to get up and walk and move and stretch. And it also made me realize that although I do have the capacity to do boring office jobs that require, that require you to be like educated or whatever. I don't enjoy doing that. In high school, I was literally a straight A student. I was such a huge nerd. I had straight A's every single class, every single semester since freshman year. Like, I was not messing around. And it's not that I liked school. Like, I never liked or enjoyed school. It was honestly whatever. It was just like a stepping stone, if you will. I always knew that I wanted to go to a good college and have a really good career, so I knew the pathway towards that was doing well in high school, so I got it done. I was that obnoxious girl that had like the pen pouch with a million different colorful pens and that took like the most aesthetic notes. And honestly, I think the only reason I did that was because I enjoyed taking notes and doing cute little drawings in my notes and making them look cute and pretty and aesthetic more than I ever did actually studying for school. I just got it done because I had to and because I could, you know? So I pretty much felt the same way about school too, college. I honestly hated it, especially because my first year was fully online, which was really annoying. When I was at this job that was totally draining me, I just kind of was like, why am I like putting all my energy towards someone else's business, someone else's dream, when I can be putting all of this valuable energy, because my energy is valuable, towards my own business, towards my own dreams. This is precious time right now. I'm young. I have all this energy. I have all these talents and abilities. So why not put it towards my passion, towards my dream? Like, if I'm gonna be suffering, if I'm gonna be busting all-nighters, why am I doing it for something that I don't care about? So that's kind of what made me decide to pursue my business. And I was honestly really scared to do it full-time. So when I had, quit my job, my full-time job, I decided to get a job. Wait, hold on. I just realized I was supposed to be following this inspo and I'm like totally not. Whatever, it's fine. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so when I left my full-time job, I decided to get a part-time job working at a local bakery. It's a really, really famous and popular bakery, and I honestly don't even know why they hired me. Like, I had zero experience working at a bakery, and because it's like such a popular, high-paced bakery, they need people who work fast and have experience. But all I had was my small business, home-based experience. And they still hired me. I guess I interviewed very well. But yeah, so I started working at this bakery and doing my business. But I was also trying to grow my business and get more orders and try to be fully booked, which was honestly really, really hard. But working at this bakery did not last long for me. It was definitely like under a month because I was only working... Oh, sorry about that. I was only working weekends at this bakery, and it just so happened that all my orders that I was getting were on the weekends. So I was literally not sleeping because for the bakery, I would go into work starting at 4 a.m. So I had to be up and getting ready by 3 a.m. and leaving my house. So when I had orders on the weekends, I'd be staying up all night to complete the orders and have them ready. It was this whole thing. Like, I would literally go a full 24 hours without sleeping, which is insane. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I was getting so burnt out and I just couldn't manage working there, so I left that job pretty quickly. But it definitely did teach me how to work at a faster pace, because before that, with my cakes, I would take forever. Like, it would take me like 4 hours just to decorate one cake. But after working there, I kind of realized like, hey, I need to hurry up. I can't be that slow. It taught me how to get things done quickly, still make them beautiful and presentable, but not take forever. So once I left this job at the bakery, I was under the impression that I was gonna get another job right away. The current job, my bakery at the time was definitely not making enough to sustain me, so I needed to get another job. But during that time, I did have some savings, and my brother was really encouraging me to just pursue my business full time. He was like, why are you gonna go get another job if you can just put all your time, effort, and energy into your business business and make it work. You could turn this into a full-time job. And I was so iffy about it. I was like, no, I can't do that. That's so unstable. I just was doubting myself a lot. But he really encouraged me and vouched for me to take a chance on myself and on my business. And I did. I was like, you know what? Why not? Let me do it. Let me try it. So I worked really hard to try to get more traction for my business, and I eventually did. It didn't happen overnight, but I was eventually able to do my business full time, which is insane. Like, I never thought that I would be able to do that. That whole transition definitely wasn't easy for me. I had a lot of self-doubt and there was so much uncertainty during that time, but I just kept believing in myself, and more importantly, I had people who believed in me, like my brother. He really believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself, and a lot of the times that really encourages you. As hard as it was being out of like my comfort zone and not really knowing what to expect or what would happen, I just kept going. You know, my goal at the time was never to create content, but that's just kind of something that I started doing in order to promote my business and try to get more orders and put myself out there. And naturally, I began to love creating content, and a lot of people liked my cake decorating videos. I remember the first video that got some traction was one where this is how I started the video. Hey guys, welcome back to a part 2 that literally nobody asked for because I had posted part 1, and I think at the end of part 1 I had said something like, oh, let me know if you guys want to see part 2, but no one commented, so that's why I started that one that way. Once that happened, it really encouraged me to want to start posting more cake decorating videos, showing the process of how I make cakes and all of that. And slowly but surely I was able to build my page up a lot, which also helped me with getting orders for my business. And I found a new passion for content creation. Like, it's something that I really enjoy, and it's something that I always wanted to do, but I never thought that it would be possible for me. I grew up always wanting to be a freaking YouTuber, which is so funny. I would always be talking to myself and like narrating the things that I did. And now I actually do narrate the things that I do. I literally narrate what I'm doing as I'm decorating cakes, and people watch it and they love it, which is so cool. I just find it really awesome and cool that I decided to take a chance on myself, and I went from being miserable working in an office 8 hours a day plus 2 hours at least of commuting, so 10-hour days basically, to now decorating pretty cakes for a living, making cute videos, chatting with my friends and my followers online. Like, it's just so cool, and it's things that I genuinely love. And yes, creator burnout is a thing. Running a small business is not easy. It's a lot of work. But I mean, I would have been burnt out and doing a lot of work had I been working for someone else. So it's like, you choose what you want to do. Do you want to work hard for yourself, or do you want to work hard for someone else? And I, quite frankly, don't want to do it for anyone else. I'm kidding, but like, I prefer to do this, you know, to do the things that I actually like and that I actually care about. Although I've been able to come a long way from where I started, at least, to where I am now, I definitely am nowhere near where I want to be. I don't even know where this path is going to take me. So all I can do is keep going, doing the things that I love, and going after my dreams. And I encourage all of you guys to do it too. If you're miserable doing what you're doing right now, and you want to be doing something else, even if it seems out of reach or like it's too hard or it's too risky, take a chance on yourself. Obviously, make sure that you're not like doing it in an irresponsible way, but I really encourage you guys to take a chance on yourself, because you really never know what can happen. It feels really good to know that I'm putting all of this work, time, and effort into building something that's mine and that I actually care about and that I'm super passionate about, and no one can take that away from me. I'm still building, I still have really big goals, and I still have days where I doubt myself and I feel like I can't keep doing this, like I should just give up. But if you had told the office version of me that was sitting down, miserable, waiting to clock out, driving stuck in traffic for hours each day, that I would be doing this now and calling it work, I probably probably wouldn't believe you. And that's exactly why I think that the small wins matter. The things that you want to build in life have to be done one tiny step at a time, even if it feels like you're making no progress. Even if you're 1 inch closer each day towards your goals, that still means something. I know that there's a lot of girls who follow me who have their own cake business or any small business that they're running. So if you're watching this, I just want to encourage you and let you know that you've got this and to not give up. Even if you feel like you're not making any progress or you're super out of your comfort zone, like don't stop believing in yourself, because what you're doing is gonna pay off. This whole thing of quitting my job to pursue my business has definitely been a journey, to say the least. And there's been so many moments where I didn't know what was next, but I truly am really grateful for every step that I've taken that's brought me here. And if you're watching this video, thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. When I started this channel, I said that I wanted this to be all about growth and chasing after our dreams. So I really hope that this is something that we could do together. I did finish the cake. I honestly don't know what I was going for here. First of all, what even is this color? Is this cream, orange, beige? Like, I don't know. In person, it looks more orange than it does on camera. So honestly, I don't know. And I also don't know why I added silver stars to it. And it definitely looks nothing like the inspo. Like, I didn't even follow the inspo. But this is how she turned out. What do you guys think? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.